Along my journey of going from broke college student, literally having less than a few $1,000s in my bank account, to living, traveling the world, and now having the freedom to work whenever I want and wherever I want, there were sacrifices I had to make along the way to make that my reality. And if right now you are going through that journey, and you have a bigger vision for yourself, there will likely be sacrifices that you will have to make as well. Most people do not understand the sacrifice that they have to make a hit, to grow their business to the size that they know is possible. And approximately, I was just looking this up, 20% of new businesses fail within their first year. 50% of businesses fail within their fifth year, and 65% fail in their 10th year. So along my journey of going from a broke college student, literally having less than a few $1,000s in my bank account, to living, traveling the world, and now having the freedom to work whenever I want and wherever I want, there were sacrifices I had to make along the way to make that my reality. And if right now you are going through that journey and you have a bigger vision for yourself, there will likely be sacrifices that you will have to make as well. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing the 3 biggest sacrifices that I had to make along my journey. And at the end, I'm going to share the biggest sacrifice that I had to make out of all 3. So make sure you stay till the end. Starting with the first sacrifice. Are you ready for it? There will be places, people, memories that bring you back to certain moments of your life. And it's okay to relive those. And it's okay to think back to those times and ponder about who you were back then. But what's really important is that you don't spend too long reminiscing on those chapters, because what had to happen is I had to shed layers of my identity. Along the way, there were certain beliefs that I picked up as a child. There were societal expectations put on me from family, whether consciously or subconsciously. I picked those up and they became my identity. And before I could step into this confident business owner helping clients scale their businesses, I had to believe in myself, which required a new identity. So, how did I sacrifice? How did I shed that identity? I still remember the first time that I decided to take a bet on myself, walked into my 9 to 5 and told the owner of it that I was quitting to pursue an online venture. And although during that moment I could see the confusion and um, a little bit of uh, like she wanted to kind of laugh in her face, I knew that that first step of taking a leap of faith, of believing in myself, of quitting a secure job was what would enable me to have more time, have more focus, have more energy to put into my dream. But to make that decision, which now looking back wasn't a crazy decision, but in the moment literally caused my hands to get sweaty and sweat roll down my face because I was so nervous to take that bet on myself. I know that that moment, deep down, I had to step out in blind faith and be confident. And before that happened, I had to lay a foundation of mindset, of understanding the person, the identity I wanted to become. So having that clear vision of who you want to be, what characteristics, what identity that person has, and then reminding yourself of it, I feel like subconsciously implanted seeds of confidence that I was worthy of that because I was continuing to look at that vision that I wanted. So stepping out into an opportunity and believing in yourself and showing up as the person who is confident, capable, and worthy of success. The second sacrifice along the journey of me going after my dreams and pursuing a bigger vision, there were many times where I had to take risks and invest in myself with little to no guarantees. There might be guarantees in the contract, but in reality, there's never a guarantee if something is going to work. You have to not only put your trust in someone who will guide you, but you have to put your trust in yourself. And so the sacrifice I had to make was letting go of guaranteed outcomes. Because once you grip onto a guarantee, I've noticed with clients that that can actually diminish the work that they do because they think in the back of their mind, oh, if it doesn't work out, like I'll just get my money back. But when you invest into yourself, and yes, like with our program, we have a guarantee, we believe in guarantees, but we don't usually bring that up because what is important is someone isn't going into a new program or a new season of life and hoping and praying that they'll have a guaranteed outcome. The best I've seen clients when they join is when they burn all their ships, when they decide that they don't need a plan B and they just pursue full force with their plan A and let go of any guarantee that there will be an outcome if there isn't 100% full effort put in. And that is what entrepreneurship is all about. It's literally who can withstand the amount of risk that it takes with no stability and no guaranteed outcomes, but remain alive. Who can do it? If you're watching this, I know you can. And in your day, you only have a certain amount of time. You only have a certain amount of focus. And so when you dedicate that time and your focus to a system that you're setting up in your business, to a CRM, to a project, you don't necessarily know what the benefit or the payoff will be. We can always make assumptions about what that will be, but we have to commit 100% without seeing any reward on the back of it for usually a period of time. And I've found that when you trade certainty for potential, you allow doors to be open for bigger breakthroughs and bigger rewards. The next sacrifice, the third one, which is currently ongoing right now, and I'm still working on this sacrifice, is letting go of control and learning how to trust people. Now, that might sound easy, but it's one of those things where it's easier said than done. When you hire someone onto your team, when you give someone responsibility in your business, and you've been the one the entire time handling the business, you have certain expectations. You have a certain amount of buy-in, like you are fully bought into the vision. But when you outsource, when you delegate, and when you give responsibility to someone else, are they as bad? Are they as bought in? Do they have as big a vision as you? And do they execute as well as you can? Sometimes, sometimes not. So that is a skill, that is a sacrifice of learning how to let go, learning how to trust people, learning how to be a leader, someone that can guide a team instead of micromanaging them on what to do. And that one sacrifice has probably allowed me to double and triple the results that I've seen in my business and my clients' businesses. But it is one of those hard ones because it is a personality trait where you do have to shed the belief that you doing everything is going to help your business, when in actuality, you letting go, you delegating allows your business to grow with more ease, and you can focus on the tasks that need to be done at hand while someone else can do tasks that they're better at. Back in college, when I was studying for my degree, There were many months, weeks, days where I had to sacrifice my own personal time so that I could put all of my focus and energy towards work. So while others might have been enjoying leisure activities, going on vacation, spending personal time, doing whatever they wanted, I was just on my laptop as much as I could so that I could pull the business forward. And I knew that when I spent time on my laptop, that was going to help the business move forward. And though I was sacrificing immediate freedom, I was building long-term autonomy. All of the times where I decided to stay in, to work, to not go out, to not give in to societal expectations about what's normal to do in your day, and I just committed to the bigger vision, even though in that moment it was hard and it was not comfortable, I was able to build a foundation so that now I can live my life and have freedom. Those are all the sacrifices that I have had to do, let go of, endure, and I'm still working on some of them right now, as I said. So I will continue to update you on the sacrifices. And if you're watching this and you are also going through an identity shift, you are also working those long hours, and you know you have a bigger vision for yourself, I want to give you some encouragement to keep going. The more that you sacrifice, the more that you shed any expectations of what others have on you, and you know that you are worthy of more, and you step into that calling, the more that you will be rewarded. So I'm rooting for you. I love you, and I'll see you in the next video.